So you can ask me any questions related to data engineering, and I will try to answer if I know that. Again, I'm telling you, this is not the actual class. Okay, this is a Q&A. So if you ask any questions, I will try to answer. That is the purpose of this call. Let's start.
Good morning, Naresh.
Yeah, hi. Good morning.
First of all, thanks a lot for arranging this Q&A session for the data engineering community. So, Naresh, I came across your channel where you upload all data engineering related content both on LinkedIn and other platforms. I'm really
Yep.
grateful for that. I've also
Thank you.
recently enrolled to your course as well. So I just wanted to know, in general, is it required to know about data structures and algorithms? Because I just go through some YouTube videos to understand the mock interview. Most of them say that they are being asked about data structures and algorithms. So is it something that is very common in the industry where the
No, no, it's not common. If you're trying for any product-based companies,
Mhm,
of course, they may touch the DSA related into question and answers.
mhm,
But the rest of the companies who really needed only data engineering or
mhm,
data engineers, they won't touch because generally
mhm,
I won't ask any DSA related or my company when I sit with another panelist.
mhm,
Generally, we won't ask any DSA related questions, but um, definitely there is a weightage. Let's say if you are seeing some two CVs, both you guys performed well,
mhm,
but the second guy having a DSA knowledge, then obviously we'll pick up if you guys score same marks. Okay, the product-based companies, FANG, if you are trying to attempt, then definitely you can expect the DSA related.
mhm.
Um, but service-based companies, I don't think that they required DSA because they generally see your cloud knowledge and the basics of data engineering, let's say data warehousing, data modeling, okay, data profiling, and then SQL, Python, Spark, Databricks. No, these are very very crucial to clear an interview along with the project if you are projecting as a senior.
Yes, Naresh. So I have currently 8 years of experience, and I work as a technical consultant where I take care of the infrastructure. I enrolled into your courses, so I know about Azure data engineering in general. So I wanted real-time exposure. So I bought your combination of three projects. So I just want
Okay.
to know if that combination of three projects are sufficient.
Yes, first of all, let me know. You are saying infrastructure related, right? But again, you are saying technical consultant. What
Mhm,
exactly is your expectation, or what exactly your JD in your company? Because our courses are not dedicatedly for DevOps guys. Okay, it
uh-huh,
see DevOps part will come into our course. That is
mhm,
why we explained. So
mhm,
DevOps we can say 20%, but 80% is our data engineering stuff. We will get it. So to
ah,
answer your question, you will get a technical knowledge how a project will be, how we can start the project and
mhm,
how we can continue the project, how we can end the project,
mhm,
including a production deployment. So you will get a end to end. But
mhm.
this is not the course for only infra guys or admin guys. You're getting me
Uh,
right?
yeah, I
So
understand, Naresh. I'm looking to transition into Azure data engineering. Infrastructure in sense, I'm more towards Azure Intunes, where it's used for system administration. I've used
okay.
rarely a little amount of data analysis, so I thought it's relevant to learn about data engineering. I found it quite easy, so I just wanted to know if your courses are sufficient to get real-time exposure.
It is because whatever you are seeing on website
Mhm,
are
mhm,
not the demo projects. Okay,
mhm,
the projects which we have done and currently doing it might be client name or use case is different. The process that we explained is 100% correct, and you can happily believe
mhm,
and explain in an interview,
mhm.
or the same will be utilized when you start working as a real-time project as a data engineer.
Okay, okay. Sure, Naresh. I would like to discuss. Mhm,
Transformations and business logics and all different. That is project to project, right?
uh-huh.
We can't explain every scenario. Understand? We
Yes,
explain.
yes.
We our focus is how a project will be executed and what are the components that we will use, or how many people may involve, then what could be the process. So that is a major intention of the project, not the use case. Okay, use case could be anything. Okay,
Okay, sure, Naresh. I'd like to connect with you one on one on top mate, so to
sure,
discuss further.
sure. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Naresh.
Right. So guys, we'll take one by one, one question from each. But if others are not asking, rest of the people can even ask. Okay.
Hi Naresh, I'm Vishnu.
Hey Vishnu.
Actually, I don't have any background of like data engineering, but I'm switching my career into data engineering, and moreover, I'm from healthcare background. So I'm particularly looking into like the companies who are taking care of data engineering with healthcare. Like you may know, right? Like Deloitte,
Mhm.
some healthcare projects, and some other companies. So which are taking for healthcare along with the data engineering. So for that kind of roles, what are the things required? Like I have knowledge about Azure data engineering. Like how can I learn multiple clouds, like hybrid cloud, and what are the other data engineering techniques required?
See, first of all, Vishnu,
Healthcare data engineering. Yeah.
yeah, Vishnu, what you are saying is you are migrating into a data engineering domain. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Total, how many years experience you have?
I have 7.
7 years.
Yes.
That is non-IT or IT?
It's IT only, like programming, SaaS programming.
Okay. So here, try to understand when you are migrating to any domain, or if we talk about the data engineering domain, you are saying two clouds. I don't understand, first of all, why you are thinking to learn two clouds at a time. You can choose either one. Because you are the beginner, though you are experienced in our other stream. When you are migrating your skills, or definitely it is completely new for you, right? So
Okay.
here, whatever I explained just now, let's say you choose any cloud, okay, GCP, AWS, or Azure. But let me tell you, while choosing a cloud, uh, that is very very important, because underlying technologies like Databricks, and then the Spark, DevOps related part, or orchestration related part, or scheduling related part. So which cloud is giving more support, including reporting, including our reports, report generation, and the ease of doing, and ease of, you can say, execution and data governance. Of course, data governance part, every cloud is giving majority precautions or features, but at the same time, the demand in the market and support from the product tool is very very important. So you have to choose among these three, and the compatibility or integration with other tools also very very important from this cloud. Okay, and you check the Naukri or LinkedIn or some trend, which cloud is having a more popularity. If you ask me, AWS and Azure are taking the most of the market, than GCP. Okay, and again, AWS versus Azure. I'm an Azure data engineer. I can always prefer Azure, because this is easy of doing, and the support from the Microsoft is very good. Might be other cases also is good. When you ask Databricks now, people don't
Yes.
take Databricks directly. Azure Databricks. That means that much popular. Okay, Databricks works with AWS. Databricks works with Azure. Databricks works with GCP also. But still, that much impact it is created. Azure Databricks. We are saying Azure Databricks. That is not correct actually. It's not Azure Databricks. It's a Databricks. But Databricks inside the Azure, we are calling the Azure Databricks. The same way, AWS Databricks or GCP Databricks. But that words are not that much popular, because Databricks are being used in Azure extensively, and in the tools that they are providing is also very good, including Power BI, right? Orchestration you can do end to end. So end to end, like you can ingest the data, you can process the data, you can generate the reports within the Azure itself. So that much capabilities that it has. That's why people are more prefer Azure. I don't think that AWS is not preferred, but yes, there are many opportunities, but we need only one job, right? So uh, it's your wish which one you have to pick up.
Okay, got it.
So, and your plan should be. I'm not saying that you don't learn other. No, first you master one area. Okay, master one area, one cloud. Then the second cloud, it won't take much time. Let's say learning first one cloud may take 1 or 2 months. Example, the learning second cloud being by the time you learn second cloud, right, you might have a very good knowledge in a one cloud area, right? So that won't take 2 months, that may take a 1 month to upskill. So plan it accordingly, but when you are starting or migrating your career, I'm sure I mean what I mean to say is you should not spend too much time on too many skills. You selectively pick up the important technologies. Let's say if you ask me Azure, okay, ADF, first of all I'm telling you ADF, then Databricks, PySpark, and um, the SQL, Python I no need to say because those are mandatory. Okay, so simple PySpark and Spark SQL, Databricks, Azure. Azure means ADF, and including other services. So that's it. Your roadmap should not be a lengthy. Okay, it should complete in a 3 to 4 months. Then you should be ready for interviews. So that is how you have to plan. And then, yes, then once you get a job based on your company's requirement, based on your project requirement, you may have to upskill or you can continue with the same technology. Right, Vishnu?
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Naresh, I have a question. So when you say that you are ready for taking the interviews,
So
so
come again. What is your question?
after completing the course, right? After completing the course,
Hmm.
so when you feel that you are ready for applying for jobs, when you are ready for the job interviews.
Okay. So you let me correct or reframe your question. So your question is like when we can say that we are ready for interview.
Yes.
Okay. So it's based on your the preparation, Girish. I don't know, right? Let's say uh, what are the just now we discussed few tools that we should learn before attending any interviews. So not only that, those are the subject, but later you have to prepare. You have to learn some interview question and answers, and then test your knowledge which you learned so far, whether you are able to answer those questions or not. If you take a 10 questions, out of 10 questions, at least if you answer 7 plus questions, then almost you are right. Okay, or you are ready to giving an interviews. And my suggestion is first you take a mock interview on all these tools which are required for to clear interview, and then get there as a score. If you pass in that, pass means here 70% is a minimum, okay, not the 35%. So then based on their feedback, immediately you have to create a good resume and then start giving interviews. But if you are at a 50% or a 40%, I don't recommend to waste your opportunities, because outside opportunities are also not so great nowadays, because the competition is very high. 3 years back interview process or a type of interview questions and the level of complexity a bit easy or moderate, but now becoming is little tough. It's not easy, like definitely they are touching a coding questions, good practical questions, and then project related questions. So to answer that, right, you should have a practice. Okay, you should have a proper plan in place. Finally, if you get a good feedback from a mock interviewer, then better you apply for a jobs.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Naresh, recently I attended an interview. There, they asked the process like how will migrate from high metas to like UC. So, as soon as I explained like the migration step, next question was what are the challenges faced while doing the migration. So I was not able to, answer it well and I got rejected in the interview. So I just want some points from you so that, I can answer it.
Sure, sure, Karishma. So first of all, right, question is good. Okay,
Yeah.
question is really good. because this is the purpose of we explained the Unity catalog steps inside the two courses. One is second project and the second one is mastering database. So any of the project have you taken?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Second project, especially second project.
Yeah, I have taken and I explained the same, whatever migration, how it happens. But
Hmm.
when it comes to challenges, I was
Challenges, okay.
not able to relate it how to, what
The
what were
challenges, let me tell you, I think you have um, to to answer this right.
mm-hmm.
You have to go through our Unity catalog and practical implementation once again, because we have explained you ready-made. You don't know the challenges, correct?
Yes, yes.
We might have faced while we are developing because that is a new product,
Yeah,
correct?
I didn't practice because that was pay as you go. So I just watched your whatever steps you
See,
implemented.
Karishma,
So
definitely I will answer this question. Before
yeah, yeah.
answering this question, let me suggest you on something.
Okay.
The problem here is with us only, not an interviewer. Because what I'm saying is, if it is a
Mm-hmm.
free trial, then everybody interested. If it's a pay as you go, unfortunately we are not interested. But let me tell you one thing. Recently, some features it won't get we won't get with a free of cost. Definitely we have to go with a pay as you go. That is expected. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
even you pay as you go, right? It won't charge much. So first you prepare well, and then get ready and turn your account into pay as you go, and spend only 500 rupees INR.
Oh,
500
oh,
INR, then you can practice it within 500. But unfortunately, we won't put that 500.
oh! I
Okay.
thought it will cost much, Nourish. That's why I
No,
didn't
see, that
go.
is what you have to design your application such a way that should not go above, because
Okay.
here we need only Databricks, right? And
Mm,
ADLS, right?
mm,
And then we will use Azure Active Directory. That is a different that won't to cost much. If you follow our process or the project, we explained clearly how cost management also.
mm-hmm.
Okay, and we can also we explained how to set a alerts, cost alerts. Immediately, the moment you change your account from free trial to pay as you go, please set up some cost alerts. Let's say 250 rupees one cost alert, and 500 rupees one cost alert. Then 750 rupees, something like that. You can set up four cost alerts. Then once it moves, then it automatically alert will come to you. You can suspend it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but here what happened is, like, due to this effect, you haven't practiced it, and then you lost the job. But the
Yeah.
large job could be a 15 lakhs 20 lakhs package also, but that was missed because of the small 500,000 rupees, right?
Yes.
You get.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is why
Yeah.
it is always good to invest some money on our is not a bad idea. It's a good idea. Okay, because we used to invest a lot, right? If you go to a movie, single person it is 500 rupees. If you go to double, minimum 1,000 rupees we are spending, right? Unfortunately,
Mm-hmm.
we won't spend that amount into our education. I'm not saying to you, but it is for
Yeah.
all, including my mindset also something like that. But yeah, we have to change that mindset. Okay. Now coming to your question, yes, we do face the challenges because nowadays, let me tell you two scenarios. First
Mm-hmm.
scenario, we uh, we have established or developed this migration the work in our company 1 year ago. Now, one more project came on top of our current project. Then there also they required a same Unity catalog. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
now, I mean, that is the second project. Okay, first
Okay.
project we developed, now the second project. So the first project is very, very important because that's a brand new and nobody is developed. Then we developed from the scratch. I clearly explained the implementation steps, right, in our master in
Yeah.
database as well as second project. Now, the challenges when we faced is, right, there are a couple of steps that we have to follow while creating the Unity catalog and role-based access control in a project. Number one is, like, we have to create a storage credentials. Okay, so initially we don't know what is storage credentials, that we have to learn. That is the first challenge. The second one is, like, okay, what is the problem? Because high metastore is already there, many projects already built on high metastore. Okay, still
Mm.
those are also surviving, but what is the problem here? Okay, why we have to create a Unity catalog? So right, it is a centralized metadata storage, we can say centralized governance tool, where it can closely coupled with a Azure Active Directory, where we can manage multiple projects with a single group. Let's say 10 people are there in a different projects. You no need to create a 10 groups. You please create a one group and give a 10 projects access. How we have to attach this workspace into respective metastore. Then from there we will give an access at a metastore level or a project level to that group, so that whoever part of that group can access all these projects. Okay, but initially, since this is a new, we have to understand. We know that this process how it works at a workspace level, but we don't know if there are 10 workspaces how this process will work. The aim,
Hmm.
for that, uh, like like creating external location, because this terminology is a new actually. How we have to create an external location, why should we create external locations? Right, first when you create a table where it will store, if it's the internal table, then it will store in a hive only, right? Hive,
Hmm.
hive user meta store, right, by default. But
Yeah.
if it's a external table, when you're creating, you have to give a specific path, correct?
Hmm. Yeah.
Now, on top of it, when you are trying to bring these tables into Unity Catalog is kind of high meta store only. But the thing is, high meta store, we can't give them access for the multiple projects at a time, because all are behaved separately. But when Unity Catalog, not like that. You can give a multiple projects access on a single Unity catalog. So that is the thing that when, how would you know when you go through the documentation, when you start implementing it? Number, okay, this is the
Hmm.
first challenge. Creating
Hmm.
external locations and syncing them is very important. Okay,
Hmm.
next one
Hmm.
is, when you create a Azure Active Directory, once you add some users into Active Directory, how they will directly access on the Unity catalog? What is the medium, to connect Azure Active Directory and then Unity catalog? We explained this also, how it
Yeah.
will sync, right? So
Yeah.
initially, it won't sync immediately. It will take
Hmm.
some time, some minutes and hours of time. It won't happen instantly. Okay, so but our requirement is, let's say client was saying, no, I don't want to wait 1 hour 2 hours, I want instantly. Then what is the expedite, what is the other option to sync this connects this AAD uh, AAD group persons into Azure Workspace or Databricks Workspace? What could be the next process? If it's not happening by default, what could be the next process? Then there is a expedite access. Okay, so this is also we face a challenge. That how would we know? Because we approach to again Databricks, then and
Hmm.
ask Microsoft. They ask us, okay, there is an option. You please go. If you pay, if you Tatkal, that Tatkal tickets in
Yeah.
train, right?
Yes.
Here is
Yes.
also Tatkal option is there. So what will happen is not exactly Tatkal meaning, might be some expedite. When you send a user, let's say company director is there, he don't want to wait that much time. Immediately he required the all prices, all project access. But we already implemented a process that created a group for only management. If you, let's say, if I add you into that management AD group, immediately they will get an access. Generally by default it won't get immediately, it will take some couple of minutes or hours. But company director needs immediate access. Then what you will do, you have to treat that as the expedite requirement. Then request Microsoft to push it, so that within a minute or two you will get an access. So this we don't know. This is also a challenge that we faced initially. You're getting
Hmm.
me?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There is a
Oh.
pipeline that we have to small, it sync between Azure Active Directory to a database workspace or a Unity catalog. So how can I am explaining? Because we did it practically. The
Yes.
same way, if you do this practically, then you come to know the challenges, right?
Hmm. 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 Got it. Got
Challenges is
it.
nothing but the errors, right? The
Yeah.
kind of errors, right? If you don't know something, but that is the challenge. But you implemented something, but still that is not working out. That is also challenge, correct?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you have to explain these scenarios, then definitely you will select.
Yeah, as I didn't explain this well, she got to know maybe I don't have real time exposure.
Because the Unity catalog and role-based access control is mandatory nowadays. Okay,
Yes,
you
yes.
can't avoid at all. So you leave it about high meta store. Now that is going to deprecate it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you why in the initially I told you that two projects, right? One project with this existing the data is there inside the inside the high meta store and with the external location. But when we implement the new same thing for a new project, they told us don't use high meta store. No, no, directly use Unity catalog. Then
Oh.
our job is very easy. We can directly create tables and external locations inside the Unity catalog only. That migration syncing
Mm-hmm.
between high meta store and Unity catalog steps are not needed at all. This process also I explained in our course, isn't it?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Got it.
So these two process we implemented in our company perfectly, and it is working well, and the client is happy.
Mm. Fine. Thank you, Naresh. Yeah.
Yeah, no worries.
Can I ask one more question, like,
Yeah,
or
please.
some?
Yeah, yeah, please.
So this data flows there, right, in ADF. So
Uh-huh.
all projects will use that, or it's like depends upon the requirement because
It
there will
depends
be
on the
some questions
it
on
depends
data
on
flow.
the requirement. I can say very less companies will use data flows
Okay.
because writing a code in Databricks is much easier than the data flows, as per my knowledge,
Mm,
my experience.
okay. Okay.
Because data flow, I will tell you one scenario. You no need to go to many scenarios. Just implementing SCD type 2. See the
Mm-hmm.
process, see the step that you are to follow in data flow, see the step that we follow in our Databricks.
Mm-hmm. Got it. So
How easy it is. Okay.
yeah.
And and also performance. I'm sure Databricks performance is better than the data flows. I'm not denying that data flows are bad. No, data flows are
Mm.
also good because you are eliminating a code like
Yes.
coding related,
Graphical. Yeah.
and you are eliminating Databricks directly, right? So
Mm.
idea is like Databricks is a separate entity, Azure is separate entity, right? So always they want to monopoly or they want to use their own product. That is why Microsoft insisting us to use data flows mandatorily, right? But it is not like
Mm.
that. It is a kind of a choose. You can choose, and if you go with only ADF or a Microsoft, there is no feature of Unity catalog, correct?
Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Got it.
And logging mechanism is a bit tough if you go with only
Mm-hmm.
Microsoft. But logging mechanism is very easy. Within a single notebook, you can do a logging by using
Mm-hmm.
Databricks. And there are
Got.
much more optimization techniques which are available inside the Databricks. We already discussed in our
Yeah. Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I don't think that many are available inside the Azure. But it is good for a less for a let's say if you have a less requirement or if you want to process very less data. So it's a good, very good. But if you want to have a huge data and should be scalable, you want all the features called performance optimization, I strongly recommend to go with database with Azure. Combination is very good.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you, Naresh. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Naresh, I've gone through your. I was part of your of
Mm,
the WhatsApp group and wanted to understand. Like, I work for on premises, like on big data on premises systems. I haven't touched the cloud environments
mhm.
till now. Uh, See, I found all the things that they have put the mastering Databricks, Azure, some three combination of projects.
Yeah,
That's really nice.
yeah.
See, but data governance plays an important role as well. But do you have anything on that, like Microsoft Purview, or for on-premises we use Apache Atlas, something like that? Because
Uh,
see, I'm a little bit a senior guy, so I do mostly on the data governance, data management. I'm not a DBA or something like that, but a little bit senior guy who has plays a much role on data management, data architecture thing.
all right, I understand. First of all, you are saying that you don't have much experience into a cloud data engineer.
Right.
since you have a good experience inside into on-prem tools. um, Definitely you might have a good idea how data governance work on-prem, but here in a cloud it will work a little different. Okay, it will work little different, that you can come to know only when you learn the concepts, right, Abdul? So the concept is here, understand the purview. Okay, you are saying purview is also one of the data governance and a tool where not only data governance but also see the good lineage and everything and the statistics of the complete project. Okay, you learn it. I will come to the purview little later now, but before that, I just now explaining, right? There is a very good tool which is available for a data governance and data security, including implementation of row level security and column level security inside the Databricks. So we strongly recommend learn a Databricks, and especially we have explained theory come practical in our master in Databricks course as well as in our projects. So I request you to first understand by going through those courses. If you are not, then definitely you can correlate how your on-prem data governance is now migrated in a simplest way in a cloud technologies. Okay, how easily we are able to manage the data governance part. Okay, that, and because here we using the concept of role-based access control through Azure Active Directory and with a Unity catalog. Okay, and of course, as I told you, RLS, CLS, that is the row level security and column level security also we have implemented. And then the same thing can also, right, Power BI guys also implement this RLS, ALS for data
Yes.
governance. This is one. Finally, Power View also come in the picture. It See, the Databricks handles only on a Databricks, and it won't give complete statistics or a complete lineage. Databricks will give you the lineage of Unity catalog will give you lineage of a Databricks notebooks, whereas if you want to see data from where which source it is coming and all, Databricks Unity catalog won't give you complete lineage. It will give a lineage inside the Databricks only. But whereas Purview, not like that. Purview will give you lineage across the platforms. Let's say you are using SAP or SQL Server or some SFTP location. So if your X table is coming from, let's say, some SAP table which is outside of the Azure or outside of the Databricks, then you can't get the lineage from Unity Catalog, but you can get the lineage from Purview. This is a very good advantage with the Purview. Second, Purview, we can integrate with the Databricks, we can integrate with the ADLS, we can integrate with the source upstream. So source like I told you, right, SAP or Salesforce, something like that, and then downstream, that is reporting Power BI and Tableau and all. So if you log into your Purview portal and with your account, then you can, if you click on one data set, uh, uh, you know inside the Power BI, then it will give you all the lineage. Okay, this data set or this value is coming from first Databricks, then from Databricks it is coming from Salesforce. So that kind of a platform, different platform lineage also you can able to see by using a Purview. But whereas that Unity catalog, it is not possible. Unity catalog we will give you only the lineage of the Databricks notebooks. Okay, I know it may not be understandable because you might not understand completely in the Databricks, but letting you know that a Purview also take care of how many different file format our project is able to process it. What could be the size of the file, each files? What is the percentage of each files that we are processing? So all the statistics you can able to see by using Purview. And also there are again groups, the same AD groups we can connect and give the access on these roles or the Purview. Okay, there you can able to access the all these data sets and the statistics through Purview also. Okay, generally Purview access won't be give a data engineers, because the Purview is kind of a management related, because management is required these statistics, right, or the technical architects level or a project managers level or the business owners level. Generally they require the Purview access. Okay, both Purview as well as the Unity Catalog and role-based access control and Azure Active Directory. Collectively, we will use it for data governance inside the cloud applications.
Okay, okay. So
Okay.
how about the data security in Databricks? How about the data masking? Any sensitive
Yes.
data?
Yes. I think, guys, anybody from our team taken the course of
Because
the PySpark?
sorry about this very simple questions, but as I said, I'm very much new to the cloud.
No, no,
I'm
no, no.
just
It's not a simple question, Abdul. It is a absolutely good question that you are asking. Even whatever the just now the previous question, majority people don't know what is purview. The purview is very, very important. Let me tell you one thing. Purview, we are introducing purview pre-recorded sessions, short videos into our website in a month.
okay. All right, that should
Okay.
that should sounds good.
And the
Sounds
second
good.
question, yeah, second question. Sorry, again, ask me. I will try
The
to share.
regarding the
It is
what do you call
data masking, right?
security, data masking
Yes, yes.
security.
Sorry again. Why you are asking these questions are because you haven't purchased our courses yet, right? So,
Right.
Master in Databricks and Apache Spark for
Mhm.
data engineers. I
Okay.
covered all these data securities and including data masking.
All right. All right. All
Okay.
right.
Yeah.
Because I have
Because
gone through some Udemy things, but no courses spoke about the data security or kind of things or data management kind of this
see,
thing.
Abdul, you know, right? I can't comment Udemy because Udemy is
No,
giving a course.
I'm not giving I'm not giving my decision. I'm not being a judgmental, but yeah, there might be their own constraints. Okay, I'm not
Yes,
being
yes.
judgmental to any trainer. Okay, I'm just
Yeah, yeah.
giving
So,
my thing
so
that what I have faced.
I understand. You see, not only you, you are absolutely correct, and the same feelings others also. Uh, why people will purchase our courses, though it is expensive than the Udemy? Because I know the courses in Udemy also, and I know those courses sometimes is not enough to clear interviews or not enough to work real time. Okay, because since we are working on actual projects, we come to know what are all important. Since we take interviews, then we come to know what are the important factors or what are the important questions that we have to ask uh, uh, no, people who are coming into the company. So with that mindset we will create these courses. So that is why these are more realistic and more hands-on, more 3D, and everything we will cover in balance because we are in the system with the up-to-date, I know, project implementation methods. So it is quite obvious that you haven't go through our course as of now, but I request, if possible, just take courses and just see. You come
Okay.
to know the difference between other courses and our courses. And this is not my words. You just go through our review comments. Then the people already recognized or realized, and also many people got a jobs. Okay,
Okay. Thanks again.
right, no worries.
Hi Naresh, I have a follow-up question. My name is Sharuna.
Mhm.
So Naresh, I
Yeah,
just
yes,
wanted
please.
to know if the autoloader option is that available on the free trial, or should we have to go for the paid version or the premium version of Azure? Because I think the quota allocation was not available for the free trial when I took up. So I just wanted to know if we can create a new account and if autoloader will be available on the free trial.
It is, I guess, because we explain autoloader concept by using GCP Azure, where GCP is giving more credits.
Okay. Naresh. And Naresh, I wanted to know, like, is it required that people who are experienced and looking to transition, is it necessary to
Mhm.
take up the DP203 certification?
It is good actually. I don't say that it will give you a weightage of 50%. No, it may give you profile weightage of 5 to 10%.
Okay. Sure. Thanks a lot. I'll join for the discussion through TopNet. Thanks, Naresh.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Personal
Raman. Thank
details.
you. Okay.
Naresh, I wanted to ask, is how much CI/CD related things we need to prepare? Like recently, I faced one interview, so they were asking questions related to CI/CD also. Like nowadays, many interviewer expect us to have good knowledge on CI/CD part, setting up things and And also along with that, like unit testing, integration testing. So, like, what is your opinion on this? Shall we
All right.
prepare this in depth, or is it
Wait,
okay to? Yeah.
I understand, Anant. So it is a valid question. Definitely, I will answer this. Anant, here, I don't know which company you attended. If if the companies are a small companies or a medium level companies or startups, definitely they will expect everything in one person. But still, I am opposite for that because might be they save some money, okay, by taking a one person who knows everything, but they have to understand that these three are a different tasks. Okay, how come a data engineer do a complete deployment? Okay, if it is that, then we cannot call it them as a data engineer. We can call it them as a DevOps engineer. Even DevOps engineer also sometimes won't do this development. Okay, they will take care of only production deployment and infrastructure setup and all. So that is a different category. So big companies, definitely they won't expect. If they are expecting, that is my view, it is wrong. Okay, but again, I'm not opposing completely, because it is good to have a knowledge, not a mandatory. But they cannot
Yes.
reject a person with that reason, because unit testing is our scope. Okay, because as a data engineer, once we do our code development, then we have to do a unit testing and attach that into our radio stories, or and send it to testing team. Then testing team or a tester will do that integration testing, system testing, smoke test, and then they will pass and send it to UAT, right? So then UAT will,
Right.
client or a business will do a UAT, then they will pass, and then from there a DevOps engineer will push the code from one environment to another environment till production. So this is what the process. There are the three teams actively involved in a project. One is data engineering team, another one is testers, another one is DevOps guys. So these three together, one project will complete. But they are expecting single person can do all these things. That is wrong in my perception, and this is happening in India, unfortunately.
Yeah, right. And they also asked me like I told them in interview that we perform certain data quality checks. We have such frameworks and something like this. And they said that
Yes.
okay, this is a part of testing. And she said, what about integration testing? So again, I was confused a little, like if this is a different thing or
No,
something
no.
like
Data
this.
quality checks has different. Data quality checks purely comes under developers, right? And also data quality
Right,
check, even tester also will do. Okay, but data quality checks that we have to do it. Okay, or through pipeline, or through data quality checks we have to implement through pipeline also. But
right.
integration test will do by a tester. Okay, but it is good to
Mhm.
have the knowledge here. I'm not saying that we should not learn. No, if you are interested, if some companies are asking, we have to learn and answer. But my intention is like, that is not a good idea. If a one person is doing all these things, then they are getting a money, they are saving some money for that position, but they are not paying you that much money that they are getting you, right? Correct.
Right,
So
right.
it is always good to have a knowledge on the what is integration test, what is system test, what is a smoke test. But this is not the JD of data engineers. I'm saying this is not the JD of data engineer. This is the JD for testers.
Okay, Naresh, understood.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's just one question, like as you come up with a lot of projects, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the same way, are you planning anything with the DevOps so that it will help for data engineers to understand deep dive how Git works, everything like in the future? Are there any
Good.
plans?
Yeah, yeah. Good ask. Actually, we do have a DevOps engineer. If we launch that, people are interested or not, I have a question mark. Okay, that is why I didn't think too much on it. But yeah, we'll conduct a poll, and based on that, we'll try to see. Okay.
Sure, sure. Thank you.
Okay. You can learn only when you do practice. So if you go through videos, sometimes videos will also impact negative side. That means by going through videos, some people only listen and stop there. But that is a wrong. Okay, first you listen. Okay, complete end-to-end videos you please listen. Okay, then you start practicing it, side by side. Okay, I strongly recommend, if you have only one laptop, purchase only one monitor. Purchase only one monitor. Monitor cost not more than 5,000. Only monitor, I'm not taking CPU. Then just attach this monitor with a HDMI cable. Then you play our videos or a notes in one laptop, practice in the monitor. If you have one monitor on laptop, you no need to purchase anything. But believe me, that will give you a more impact. I'm sure that will give you more impact. And this is my practical explanation, practical experience that I'm saying. If you have only one laptop, better you purchase a minimum small, like 27 inches or 24 inches monitor, and it may not cost you 5,000 or 6,000. It is asset for you. Invest on you and practice in a big screen. And by putting a video in a, don't see video in a mobile. Okay, if you don't want to waste your time while traveling and all, use mobile. But some people use the mobile and learn it. I don't know what they will understand, because our laptop screen itself is small, but you're seeing your videos in a mobile. Really is tough. Okay, so revision in mobile is fine, because by the time you already have some idea, you can do a revision in mobiles. But once you are going to learn first time, I strongly recommend, see the video or a notebook in uh, big screens, or at least a laptop. Okay, if you understand my plan on our website, is I'm trying to fulfill that circle, data engineer, complete circle. uh, with a plan I'm coming. Okay, might be I'm taking 2 months or 3 months each course, but believe me, I'm taking only because of to bring up a good course for you. I can continually say, take the classes, the one which I repeated. No, I'm not doing so far, right? Because first we started project 1, project 2, project, then master in Databricks, then project 3, then we came for the last one is PySpark. So if you observe, I'm not repeating any course, and only ADF is missing. Before Fabric, I want to bring ADF, because to learn Fabric, I strongly recommend ADF is mandatory. To learn ADF is mandatory to learn Fabric. That is the intention behind not coming with a Fabric first. But yeah, Fabric also we are launching very soon. Strongly recommend everyone, please go through it, and get some knowledge. Microsoft Purview is coming to our website shortly. Basic to intermediate level knowledge, you will get it, and we'll keep on update. Okay, if there are new features which are coming into a Purview, we'll try to update our course. Okay, so those who will get that course initially, no need to pay extra money when we increase it, right? Okay, if the material is increasing, then we will try to increase price also. But a good thing is, whoever take first, then they no need to pay extra money. Rather, they will get a extra material for free of cost. Okay, so this is applicable for every course, are there in our website. And I strongly recommend you to please learn Unity Catalog, learn Microsoft Purview, learn Microsoft Fabric and ADF. So these are coming up on our website. So that I'm hoping will complete all the circle for a data engineer to learn uh, from Clever Studies itself. Okay. And one more thing is, as I promised a few guys who already joined our courses. So, and also we are creating side by side PySpark interview question and answers. Questions come answers. Okay, that is also notes digital material, and it will save your time a lot. So our course, then this interview question and answers will give you more impact, and it will help you to clear your interviews as well as working real-time projects directly. Okay, so this is what the plan. This is what the things which are coming in Clever Studies shortly. Any feedback that you want to add?
No, Naresh, your style of teaching is really easy to understand and it really connects well. So I would like to know when your PySpark interview questions would be available so we can purchase and
Yeah,
be interview ready.
I want to bring a a good material to you. I don't want to launch haribari. No, I don't want to do that. So if something is coming from clever studies, definitely should be added some advantage to your life, added some value to your life. So that is my intention. I don't want to launch any course for sake of money. No, that is the second priority for me. The first priority is satisfaction. Whatever that course that you go and buy, right, at the end of the course you will feel that, Naresh, why you are selling this course only 2000, only 2500, only 3000? Actually this material cost should be 5000, 10,000, 15,000, something like that. I got some comments also, but no, I don't want to charge like that. You have to feel that Naresh is selling a good material for lesser cost. That feeling I want to create. That is a motto. And also good material that is running in a market, not should not be outdated. I have a question for some institutes or some tutors are still teaching MapReduce, some Hive, Pig. Okay, so and Unix. See, Unix basics is fine, and I'm just asking open question to them. Why still they are explaining MapReduce? Why we should learn one code program till now through MapReduce? If you know SQL, then learn Spark and Spark SQL is done. If you know Python, then learn Spark. Spark with Python is done. I'm saying Databricks is saying, not me. When we connected to Databricks is saying that in very near future, this high metastore will be deprecated. That's why everybody moving Unity catalog. Unity catalog is replacing high metastore completely. Then you tell me, why should we learn Hive? Yes, we should learn Hive. Only one case I'm telling you. Let us say you are more than 5 years experience on-prem, and then you are trying to migrate your experience into, or you want to shift from on-prem knowledge or to a data engineer. Then people will ask you. Then you can't say all 5 years into a cloud, right? Because cloud projects are becoming more popular from 2020 onwards, as by my knowledge. There was, I mean, is there before that, but Databricks is there and PySpark is there, but the features that are we are seeing is not that much the capability enough to handle the current data and current requirement. But before 2020, that is why now every feature is maturing, and we are getting a lot of performance optimization techniques nowadays. That's why people are moving towards the Databricks, towards the Snowflakes, towards the DBT, towards the Azure, right, or towards the any cloud. So it makes sense. Hive is very very important. The guys who want to migrate their career uh, from on-prem to cloud, if you are more than 3 years plus experience or 4 years plus experience, then you should learn. You have to prove that you did some on-prem project also. Okay, let's say I 2019 I did one on-prem project. Then 2019 I started, and 2020 I completed, and 2021 onwards I am working on a cloud. That makes sense. That is a perfect combination. Okay, so this is how you have to frame your sentence. This is how you have to explain in a projects or explain your interviews, right? For that purpose, Hive is mandatory. Okay, but those who are coming into the market, let's say you are just 3 years old experience guy. Okay, you no need to learn Hive. You no need to go and learn on-prem systems. No, directly you start with cloud. Nobody will ask you. Directly do 2 projects in cloud and go for interview. Say that I don't require to learn Hive because I know SQL, I know Python, I know Databricks. That's it. We are doing it. But the question may come here. Let's say, have you migrated high metastore to Unity catalog? One question Karishma recently asked, right? You can say yes. We implemented without high migration because we created tables directly in Unity catalog. Nobody say no. But here there is a catch. I told you, right? Before 2023 November, this feature was not there. We still need to create a table inside the Hive, or and then migrate or sync those into Unity catalog. Okay, but the one whoever going to explain the implementation of Unity catalog, then they can say that this year, let's say January 2024 onwards, we no need to sync the tables from Hive to Unity catalog. Directly create tables inside the Unity catalog. That's it. There is no dependency on Hive metastore anyway. Okay, so we should be up to date what is happening, and that will you come to know only when either you have to go through your notes or official documentation, or through a instructor, through instructor. Okay, instructor means instructor should be if they are working in a projects currently now, that will give you more weightage. Okay, so some people may teach you, let's say they resigned their company and they are not doing any projects, let's say last 5 years, but they are teaching something by going through the documentation. Okay, you tell me, how can they explain everything which is currently going on? They may miss something, right? That is how you have to choose instructor, you have to choose the courses, and also support. When you start somewhere, then who is going to give you support? How many, you tell me, if you purchase some course or any other platforms, I don't know, how many people you are going to talk to instructor or their team? Very less support. Okay. So you have to consider all these factors before you spending some amount. Okay. Why should you pay 50,000, 40,000, 30,000 for this? It should be in 10,000, 20,000 is maximum. I can say you should not pay 20,000 for all courses together. Don't pay more than 20,000 to any instructor. Not required. Maximum 20,000 is enough for me. All whatever the package that I told you. Now I'm not saying a single course. No, all together, including projects, including courses, including interview question answers also. Okay. Hope. Sorry, I took some time extra. But I'm thinking this may make some sense, right, guys? Will you agree with me?
Yeah, yeah, that's right, man.
True, Naresh. I agree.
Yeah.
And I think from the side, like, we'll be looking forward for your purview.
Yeah, you will see before purview. I think the ADF material will come. Don't miss it. ADF material is fantastic. You love it, and then later Microsoft Purview will come, and then Microsoft Fabric will come. Is that okay?
Yeah, that should be fine. And
And
even
also
your Spark interview questions.
Spark interview questions also will come. I like your patience. Thank you so much. Have a good day. All the best to your future. Thank you.
Thank you.